Hey everybody! Today I wanted to do something a little bit different than my usual content. Normally my content's pretty scripted, or at least I have a strong set of bullet points to go by. But today I just kind of wanted to ramble, do a little bit of a rant, I guess. And what I wanted to rant about was the future of Deep Rock Galactic. So, relatively recently, we got the new Season 2 update, and I've been loving it. It's fantastic, the new secondaries are great, love the cosmetics, new events, everything's awesome. But, naturally I started thinking about the future and what the next couple updates might be, and I have a couple concerns. I don't think it's likely that this will be a big issue. The devs have done really well so far, but I'm noticing a pattern starting to form, and I'd like to talk about it now before it becomes an issue. So as we've been going along with this new season format, we've been getting tons of new content, which is fantastic. I love new stuff. I hope they keep adding new stuff, and I imagine that they will continue to add new stuff. That's perfectly fine. But what I'm starting to notice is that older content is kinda starting to fall behind a little bit. Take the biomes, for example. The Azure Wield and the Hollow Bow are packed full of stuff, and although most of it's cosmetic and doesn't really actually add much, it's still really cool to have all these different things you can ping and interact with in small little ways. The older biomes are really missing those little things that add a lot to the overall experience. Now, some of the older biomes are better than others. I think the one that's off worst right now is the dense biozone. This is one I have a lot of problems with in particular because the Azure Wield kind of became the rainforest biome, but the dense biozone used to be the rainforest biome, but now it's kind of going for this ocean theme and it's still caught halfway between. This could just be my personal opinion. I don't know if anybody else agrees with my rant on the dense biozone, but I think some smaller cosmetic details could really flesh out the theme of it and make it fit in more with everything else. Another big thing is the weapons. The new weapons, especially the primaries and secondaries, still need a lot of tweaking. That's not a particularly hot take, and I think that there's an absolutely 0% chance that the developers aren't going to continue to tweak them as we move along, but it's still something I noticed. I'm also not trying to say that any of the weapons are badly balanced right now. I think most of them are fine, but still need a little bit of tweaking, except for the Driller's microwave gun. That one is very weird. It's kind of going for a crowd control thing, but all of his primaries are just infinitely better at that, so I don't really understand what it's going for. It's trying to fill a niche that literally everything else Driller has already fills very well. I don't really understand what the point is of trying to do more AoE. But then again, I'm not a Driller main, so all you Driller mains, please, I'm begging you, let me know, educate me. I want to learn, I want to know more. So if the weapon is amazing and I'm completely wrong, go ahead and leave a comment. Anyways, let's get back to the main point of my video. The core point I want to make is I think that the seasonal structure for Deep Rock Galactic has become kind of a double-edged sword. Before, if the team wanted to do an update focusing on giving some of the older content a facelift, that was totally fine because there was no expectation that every update had to be bringing something brand new. But with the season structure, every update has a new theme, a new idea. It has to bring something new to the table, or at the very least that's the expectation they've set. I understand that expectations aren't the same thing as reality. They have not signed a contract in blood that means they have to provide something new every single season. I know that I and a lot of other fans would be perfectly fine if they wanted to have a season focusing on updating older content, but a lot of people probably wouldn't be, and that's not really their fault. It can be really difficult to manage fan expectations. I mean, just look at the new Minecraft update. Like I said at the beginning of the video, my goal here is to bring attention to this before it becomes an issue. I'm not here to fearmonger and say Deep Rock Galactic's going down the drain and it's going to be terrible and every update's going to suck. We should let the developers know about these concerns and also try to work to manage our community expectations so things don't get out of control down the line. Sad as it may be, the developers are not going to be able to create new content forever. We need to prepare ourselves as a community for that moment, even if it's very likely a long time away. Alright, I was gonna end things off there on a little bit more of a somber, I guess, note, but while I was recording this, they literally dropped a new roadmap, and I thought I might as well say a little something about it here at the end. So here, it looks like they're turning their focus away from the rival robots, and they're also adding new grenades, which is pretty cool. I honestly wasn't expecting that at all, but awesome, I'll take that. But what I wanted to focus on is how vague it is. Now, I understand quarter 4 of 2022 is really far away, so they still haven't nailed down all the details yet, but that actually gives me a lot of hope. This is a very early and very vague look into it, so we don't know for certain, but it doesn't look like they're adding that much new stuff. Maybe they will be, who knows, but if they're not adding tons of new stuff, that leaves plenty of room for tweaking older things, and I really hope that's actually what makes up the majority of this update. We don't really have enough here to start building a pattern, but maybe what they'll do is have a couple seasons where they add a lot of new stuff in, really just go all out, add tons of things, and then maybe have 1 or 2 more chill seasons where they can bring everything else up to speed and just throw in a couple smaller new things here and there. Regardless, I am looking forward to Season 3, and I'm excited to see whatever the developers may bring. They haven't led us wrong so far, so I really trust them. I want to make it clear that I'm not trying to bash the developers or anything like that. So what did you think? Leave a comment down below to let me know if you think this is a problem, or if I'm being overdramatic as always. And also, let me know what you think about Season 3. That kind of popped up out of the blue, so I wonder what everybody else is thinking. And, as always, if you subscribe, you will be invited to my birthday party, so make sure you go ahead and do that. Anyways, I think that's everything I wanted to ramble about. I'll see you later.